What up, bitches? I'm back. How goes? For me, it's shit. I'm mad, but I mean, what else is new? Wait, live chat. We're good. Everything's running. I'll give it a few minutes. I'll give it a few minutes for it to catch up for everybody. We got some shit to talk about because I saw some shit which pissed me off, and we're gonna fucking talk about it. And I don't know if you guys read the description, but yeah, we're gonna talk about Opal because fuck that bitch. And I mean, if you don't know who Opal is, I'll explain it in a few minutes. The title is so real, right? Right. Predators deserve harassment and more, and we're gonna fucking talk about it. Because I'm getting so sick of this shit. I am getting so sick of this general idea from people who, let's be honest, are defending predators. And if you're going to defend a child predator, a pedophile, or defend child sexual exploitation material, chances are you enjoy that shit. And I'm sick of this. People sitting here going, oh, someone doesn't deserve harassment. If you do dumb fucking shit, you deserve the harassment you get. Point blank fucking period. If you don't like it, don't do stupid shit where people can catch you doing stupid fucking shit. I'm so sick of this. I am so sick of this idea of like, you don't know what's in somebody's head. I don't give a shit. I don't need to know what's in your head when you're gonna sit there and defend child porn. Are you gonna sit there and be like, I don't think a pedophile should get mean words said to them on the internet? Also, some of you don't seem to understand the definition of stalking, so we're gonna fucking talk about that too. Guess what? Somebody seeing the very public shit that you post on social fucking media isn't fucking stalking, okay? Stalking is when somebody goes and finds personal information that is private that you have not put out into the public and that you wish to stay fucking private, and then generally it results in following you in real life. Somebody keeping track of or just generally consuming the stupid shit you do in public on social media and post of your own fucking volition with no gun to your head isn't fucking stalking. And some of you dumbasses, not my fans, but we all know the kind of people I'm talking about, need to get the fuck off the internet if you think that's stalking. If you think me seeing all of the social media posts that you put online, or the fucking YouTube videos that you put online, or the fucking fan fictions that you post online and comment on it, and you think it's fucking stalking, why are you putting it out there to fucking begin with? I'm so sick of this. I am so sick of idiots who do not fucking need to have an internet connection, having an internet connection, and sitting there going, you're stalking me because I'm on social media putting things out there to be consumed. You're fucking dumb. Your mother should have swallowed you, aborted you, or fucking left you in a dumpster. So, anyway, now that that part is out of my system, for now, warning, the stream is what? What's wrong with my stream? Yeah, I'm angry right off the hop and I swore YouTube. Get over it. You let pedophiles do their shit. Oh, bitrate. I don't give a shit about bitrate. That's fine. I'm sorry, what's going on here? Sorry, that was the intro, which, if you watch a good YouTube video, the intro has you somewhere in the middle of the story to be like, wait, what? What's going on? And then we start at the beginning, right? It's called a hook. It's fine. The hook brings you back. So this was all sparked by, let me go find the link. Uh all right. No, sorry. For anyone who's having trouble with the stream, it's probably glitchy because my bitrate is crap because I have too much shit going on and my computer is having issues. It has been for a while. Its graphics card is all fucky. I think the drivers are fucked. Give me 1 second here. I'm looking for something. I put it in my own servers. So I'm gonna drop a link in the chat because I'm not watching. Am I going to? Okay, fuck. We will watch it because it's only 10 minutes, even though I couldn't stand to listen to the whole thing earlier. But I'm getting to the point of what sparked all of this. Um, Excuse me, Ryu. I'm going to very not politely say, do not call either one of like that fucking stupid twat my sister-in-law. There's nothing that is showing that there is a legal fucking marriage that actually exists. Lily is not actually my sister in any sense, and her little fucking pedophile supporter wife is not my fucking sister-in-law. If you're gonna talk about Michaela, talk about Michaela by fucking name. Do not associate her with me in any fucking regard. That ain't my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is in Ontario because my actual, like, my little sister just got married. I have a sister-in-law. She lives in Ontario. She's great. Michaela is not my fucking sister-in-law. We use names. We don't use online handles. We don't protect people who protect pedophiles. We don't protect people who take their clothes off on a YouTube stream when their quote unquote wife's most fan base is fucking children. We don't protect people who are likely fucking doing rancid shit themselves. We call these people by name. Okay? Okay. Anyway. So, the link. We will watch this in a few minutes. Opal posted this. And for those of you who don't know, Opal is is a fan of Lily, who for a time decided she didn't like Lily because she made fan art of Lily's puppet and made her a little too fucking thick, so Lily lost her shit at her, and Opal decided Lily was mean to me, so now I don't like Lily, and I'm gonna make a video about Stockholm. So she made a video about Stockholm. It actually was a fairly comprehensive video about Stockholm, going over why Stockholm is a problem, largely ignoring the fact that Stockholm is mostly a problem because it is literal child porn in Canada. Okay, for those who do not know, Stockholm, written by Lily fucking Orchard, is child porn in Canada. Child porn in Canada is defined by any material written, drawn, created digitally, or otherwise that depicts a child in a sexualized setting. And having children raped by adults is children in a sexualized setting. It doesn't matter that she wrote it out in text, and it doesn't matter that they're fucking ponies. Okay? Okay. So Stockholm is child porn that Lily fucking wrote and is a federal fucking offense in the country that she lives in. Let's stop pretending it's anything but that. Batman, he found a box full of paper. It's making noise. Okay, cool. So Opal decides now, of all times, after I've come out and been like, hey, Lily actually is a pedophile and incestuous one at that, and she fucking raped me for at least a year and sexually abused me for most of our fucking childhood, she decides she's gonna come out and say, I'm sorry, Lily Orchard, that I made a video about Stockholm because nobody knows what's in your head and we don't know what you were thinking. And blah, 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 blah. And also, the beginning of the video, like I said, we are going to listen to it. She said, oh, if this has led to Lily Orchard getting harassed, and that's horrible. Hey, Opal, do you know what pedophiles get in prison? Fucking murdered. Okay? Do you know what they get in real life? Beat the shit out of. Do you know what Lily Orchard deserves? A brick upside the fucking head. Do you know what every fucking pedophile deserves and every child predator deserves if they're on the internet? Harassment until they fucking leave. And if you have a problem with that, it's because you have a problem with pedophiles getting what they deserve. And that leads me to believe that you're somewhere in that proclivity yourself. The only people who defend child porn are people who enjoy consuming or making child porn. And the only people who enjoy making and consuming child porn are fucking pedophiles. So congratulations, Opal. You are now in the pedophile camp. And now, here come the people out of the fucking woodworks. You can't just call someone a pedophile based on nothing. I can say whatever the fuck I like because I have vocal cords that function. And if you don't like it, get fucked and move on. Okay? When Opal is going to defend child porn, that makes her someone who defends child porn. And the only people who defend child porn are pedophiles. Okay? Are we all on the same page here? I don't give a shit about your political correctness. I don't give a shit about your feelings. I don't give a shit about you thinking what is legally required of somebody talking on the fucking internet, okay? I'm not a cop. I'm not a detective. We are not in fucking court. I don't need to prove to the fucking entire population of the world that this bitch did what she did when I saw it with my own eyes. And if I want to say what I want to say, I have the fucking right to say it. The only caveat is you're not obligated to listen or give a shit, so you're well within your right to take that and move the fuck on. But I don't give a shit whose panties are going to be in a twist because I called this bitch a pedophile, or very likely a pedophile, and at the very least, someone who defends child porn, because guess what? That's what she did. And Sai, before you run your fat ass fucking mouth, you consume the child porn and defend it, so you're right in the same goddamn category. I don't care if you don't like it. Get fucked, you rancid fucking twat. And because Opal sits there and talks really softly into the microphone and really close to it, like maybe she's scared and hiding in a closet so that I don't want anyone to hear what I'm gonna say, immediately plays on everybody's fucking emotions to like just to play on people's empathy, to be like, oh no, she sounds so scared, let's comfort her. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, you stupid child porn defending bitch. I hope you get harassed back off the fucking internet. I hope you get punched every day of your fucking life. Opal, you know what happened in your childhood? I don't specifically, but I know it was bad and I'm fucking glad it happened to you, you stupid fucking bitch. Not to mention, you were linking uncensored porn to people that other people drew of you and Lyle Convoy to be like, I don't like this, it makes me uncomfortable, which is fucking just reverse psychology of you just boasting and bragging about the fact that you had porn drawn of you and Lyle Convoy. And considering you're an artist, who's to say you didn't do that shit yourself? Yeah, Opal, I fucking know shit. You best get your ass off the fucking internet and back into the fucking ether where you goddamn belong. I told Ethel to get her snake ass back into the swamp. Bitch, I will come harder for you than anybody fucking else given what I've heard. Try me. Everyone wants to talk about how unhinged I am. Everyone wants to insist that I'm off my meds because I've got no problem being confrontational and cunty. Bitch, I can show you all unhinged. I can go off my fucking meds and show you damn idiots the difference. Try me, okay? I am the queen of cutting off my nose to spite my face. I have done it multiple fucking times before, and I'm perfectly fine coming back from it. I know how. So fucking try me. Keep running defense for the fucking pedophile. I am so fucking sick of it. I am so fucking sick of everybody looking at a fucking pedophile right like a year after her own sister comes out and was like, yo, she fucking raped me. And you're like, well, we need to give empathy to the pedophile because we don't know if she was abused. I don't give a fuck that she was abused. Doesn't matter that she was fucking abused. Being abused does not make it okay to suddenly go write child porn and publish it to people. Your therapy is not something that you publish to be consumed by the masses online, and the second you do that, it's because you're fucking jerking yourself to it. I'm beyond fucking livid. Lily Orchard doesn't deserve to be harassed. Lily Orchard deserves a brick upside the fucking head. And I know it's gonna be great. This will probably be clipped, and people will be talking out the wazoo because Courtney lost her shit. If Courtney was so unmedicated, unhinged, and delulu, why isn't Lily dead or physically assaulted? Considering I literally walk past her building 3 fucking times a week because I have to walk a dog that lives in that area. I know where this bitch is. I have her address. I have known since I moved back into this province, and yet she stands unfucking assaulted and living because I'm that unhinged. I'm that out of touch with reality. I just attack people for no reason online, which totally translates to what I'm like in real life. And you can tell because my fucking rapist lives. Brittany. You want to fucking run your mouth about my fucking mental state, Brittany? You want to talk about what you think you know about my medication, you stupid fucking twat? Maybe you need to go get medicated, you dumb bitch. I'm just so tired of pedophilia being so fucking normalized on the internet because nobody wants to offend anybody. Nobody wants to be called mean. You bitches are pussies. And that's why pedophiles have all the free reign that they fucking have. So many of you would rather keep your fucking mouths shut and be right, than open your fucking mouths and be wrong. Again, I'm not yelling at my fan base. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm yelling at you who are watching this now, who are mostly who do not fucking have the proclivities of a pedophile and do not wish to defend the actions of a pedophile. But if you took what I just yelled at you and felt offended by it, good. Oh no, people say I'm mentally unwell because I have borderline personality disorder and I'm comfortable being angry and I'm comfortable offending people and I'm comfortable not being the perfect victim and I'm comfortable with not appeasing someone. Listen, I'm not a fucking people pleaser. I've never been a fucking people pleaser. Yeah, asshole is 100% my baseline because it keeps idiots the fuck away from me. Because if you're offended by my opinion and the way I speak, I don't fucking need you around me. And the quicker you exit the fucking scenario, the better. You know, bugs, birds, animals, reptiles make themselves brightly colored to show people that they're fucking poisonous or toxic or shouldn't be consumed. Orange fucking hair. Neon fucking colors. Take it as a sign. I am not nice, especially on the fucking internet. I am nice to the people who deserve me being nice to. Respect is earned, it is not fucking given, and you making it out of infancy and onto the internet does not earn my fucking respect. So, anyway, let's listen to this stupid ass fucking pedophile defender and her stupid ass pedophile defense. Shall we? Hang on a second. Whoop. No, pause. Shut up. I already want to fucking throw a brick at somebody hearing this stupid this bitch's voice. Oh, I'm so angry. So angry. That's my chat. I need another thing. And again, I've got no problem being angry, so that's not the right one. So a lot of people are like, oh my god, you're unhinged because we don't like that you're angry. I don't give a shit. I really don't fucking care that you're uncomfortable with anger. That's, I don't know, a you problem. Get the fuck over it. Seek therapy. I don't give it, I don't know. Don't know, don't care, not my fucking problem. I'm not here to be people's friend. I'm not here to be a safe space. That's the other thing, too, is people like fucking Brittany when I talk about how, oh, Courtney sold herself as a safe space. No, I fucking didn't. No, I fucking didn't. I didn't call myself nobody's fucking safe space. I give a venting space. I gave a space for some people to bitch about my sister because the spaces I was in literally wouldn't let people talk about it. There was a ban on the name Lily in servers. People could not talk about their experiences. So I was like, hey, if you want to bitch about my sister and nobody else will let you, come bitch here. I never called myself a safe space because guess what? It's the fucking internet. There is no safe space and I am not your safe space, okay? I didn't have kids. I aborted 2 of my fucking own because I don't want to be raising fucking children. I don't want to be responsible for fucking children, okay? So no, I'm not your safe space. You know where your safe space is? Off the internet with your therapist. And if you think there's a safe space on the internet, you need to go to fucking therapy. It is the internet. Literally, when it fucking spawned, when so many of you fucking even hadn't yet, all right, we were told, don't put your face on the internet, don't put your name, don't put anything that can be tied to you on the internet because people are gonna take that and do fucky shit with it. And most of the warning came from they're gonna turn you into porn, all right? In some way, that got lost in translation, and so many of you are so comfortable putting everything on the fucking internet, including your face, and then when consequences happen and everything that we were warned about fucking happened, you go, surprise Pikachu face. Fuck. So dumb. We're entitled to safety. That doesn't mean you're gonna get it, and acting like you have it is fucking dumb. So let's listen to this bullshit.
So, I made a video about the YouTuber previously known as Lily Orchard a few years ago. She apparently goes by CD now, so that's what I'll be calling her.
Sorry, I'm just gonna enter in here to say, she goes by CD now? No, her name's fucking Lily. Her name is Lily fucking Orchard. It used to be Lily fucking Pete. She doesn't get to try and steal Casey Doppler because that's my fucking namesake. Anyway, continuing.
I took it down, and then for personal reasons, stopped using the vast majority of my social media. This isn't a comeback or anything.
Good.
I guess I just felt obligated to make this now.
I felt obligated to
the
defend a
video
pedophile,
was
guys.
About a written work by CD that was half graphic, half story, involving pedophilia, rape, incest, domestic abuse, and so many other things.
All right, hang on. I'm going to surmise what this pussy just said. It has pedophilia, incest, rape, abuse, domestic abuse, not to mention the way it portrays intersex people. Because you're such a little fucking bitch. You can come out here and run defense for a pedophile, but you're so scared of actually saying the words that you fucking censor everything.
It is certainly controversial.
And this is what I mean about the talking really close to the mic and really quietly so she sounds like a little ooh-woo victim while she's defending pedophilia and child porn.
Disturbing to many, and something CD has made efforts to hide.
And a fucking felony!
I don't stand by this video. I don't like this video. I want to publicly disavow it.
I publicly disavow calling out child porn when I saw it, guys.
Not only has a re-upload of the video gotten over 500,000 views, but it's also been featured in multiple very popular videos attacking CD. Not only do I regret making this video because of how it's contributed to a culture I legitimately despise, but despite my admitted dislike of CD, it has also contributed to the actual stalking she's faced. I felt guilty about this.
Okay, I said I'd stop, but no. What stalking? What stalking? What actual stalking? Okay? I really want to know what actual stalking Lily CD Call Orchard has faced, okay? Because people going, hey, you did this thing on Twitter isn't stalking. Can I turn on captions? Yes. Sorry.
This video, bro.
Fair enough. I forgot about captions. My bad. But yeah, what's stalking? What's stalking? Somebody going, here's your Twitter posts isn't stalking. Somebody going, here's your YouTube videos isn't stalking. Someone going, here's your fan fiction posts isn't stalking. Someone going, here's your AO3 shit isn't stalking. Okay? Someone going, here, hey, I saw the public shit that you did in public during the public eye where it was publicly recorded and you put it up there publicly for the public to see and consume. That is not stalking. Some people, largely people who like to fucking predate on other people, who like to fucking abuse, manipulate, control, and coerce other people, really don't like when their shit is called out and really like to bastardize terms like stalking, harassment, libel, slander, defamation, and the fucking like.
A long time, and despite the fact that I know it won't get to all of the people who have seen it, disturbing to me. So, I made a video about the...
I'm so flustered and losing myself here. So I'm gonna run it back and start the thing over with captions and without me interrupting so that you guys can actually hear and understand Opal herself itself fucking sing.
A YouTuber previously known as Lily Orchard a few years ago. She apparently goes by CD now, so that's what I'll be calling her. I took it down, and then for personal reasons, stopped using the vast majority of my social media. This isn't a comeback or anything, I guess I just felt obligated to make this now. The video was about a written work by CD that was half graphic, half story, involving pedophilia, rape, incest, domestic abuse, and so many other things. It is certainly controversial, disturbing to many.
No, I'm interrupting again. Did anybody hear that little giggle in her voice when she goes, and so many other things? Like, she sounds like she's smiling as she's saying those things. That's disgusting.
And something CD has made efforts to hide. I don't stand by this video. I don't like this video. I want to publicly disavow it. Not only has a re-upload of the video gotten over 500,000 views, but it's also been featured in multiple very popular videos attacking CD. Not only do I regret making this video because of how it's contributed to a culture I legitimately despise, but despite my admitted dislike of CD, it has also contributed to the actual stalking she's faced. I felt guilty about this video for a long time, and despite the fact that I know it won't get to all of the people who have seen it, I hope that it puts a little dent into it. When initially writing this script, I made a list with a ton of hyper-specific reasons I'm making this, and going really in depth into stuff that doesn't matter. There's a lot of small reasons that contributed to the creation of this video, but after doing a lot of work personally and professionally, I've come to the conclusion that the main reason I made the video was because I was so angry. I was hurt as a kid, and I wasn't content with the lack of closure. And I needed somewhere to put that anger. If I couldn't yell at the person who hurt me, the next best thing was taking it out on someone else. CD was who I chose to take it out on. There are reasons why, but they aren't important. We were never friends or knew each other in any meaningful way. It was all on my end, personally. It was wrong of me to do that. CD could be everything the internet says about her and worse, and it still wouldn't have justified the posting of this video. Because besides being cringy and overreacting to a piece of fan art I made that people blew way out of proportion, and hurting somebody I was friends with for a long time, CD didn't do anything to me. I'll say this, I think CD absolutely wrote that fanfic. I think that she's very poorly lied about it and has prolonged the drama about it for way too long. But at the end of the day, why should I care? Why should I care if CD wrote a pedophilic fanfic? Why should I care if she lied about it? Why should I care about CD at all? I don't like her. She's not like a co-worker I'm forced to be around. She's not a family member or somebody I'm connected to legally in some way. She's a random woman online who makes reviews I don't like, about things I don't care about, and who I will never meet. I'm not gonna deny the fact that the fanfic she wrote was controversial and offensive. I'm not gonna deny that it was illegal where she lives, not that I care. I'm not gonna deny that I don't like CD. There could have been a lot of reasons why she wrote the story that weren't malicious or cause for concern, though. The way that I framed her intentions, not actually knowing them, was wrong of me. I'm not going to go into a giant thesis about this right now, since it's not the time. But even if it was all written for purely indulgent reasons, I don't think that finding enjoyment out of that stuff inherently makes you a pedophile or a danger to those around you. I'm not a doctor, and if I was, I wouldn't be talking about a specific person online. I am not in her head. I am not even her friend. I and you do not have enough information on her to be making that call, even if we want to. And before you say anything, I'm not saying that you have to be a doctor to call, say, a predator a predator. We are talking about an instance in which no children were harmed in the making of the story, and so we are allowed a new level of nuance. Who did CD envision herself as in the story?
Nope. I gotta stop right here. I gotta stop this right fucking here. This was made a month ago. I came out over a year and a fucking half ago. Excuse me, Opal? Fucking excuse me, you pedophilic fucking bitch? You don't care that child porn is illegal. You don't care that child porn is child porn. You don't find it a red flag that somebody enjoys depictions of a child being raped. Would you like to tell the class that you enjoy depictions of children being raped, you stupid fucking bitch? That fanfic is based off of what she did to me. That's not a guess, folks. And for everybody who wants to say, oh, well, we're not in Lily's head, we don't know what she was thinking. I've been around since that bitch was created. I've been around to see how that bitch became what she is. I have been there to see what went into making her mindset the way it was. I have been there since this shit started in its infancy, in my fucking infancy. I have all of the room to speak on this bitch's headspace because I was there. Not only that, I was her emotional support dog during most of her early childhood therapy sessions, so I was even there in a fucking clinical sense. I know much more than any of you bitches are speculating on, and I have to... losing my fucking train of thought and losing my shit here. I know much more than any of these people, than anybody has ever been speculating on, and I have been out for over a year, and you decide now, of all time, because Lily's been fucking stalked and harassed. Wow, is that the title of Lily's Darvo Know You fucking video? So great, you watched Lily's video, and because you're still a fucking fan, and because you're in the herd of predators and child molesters and pedophiles, and you don't want your herd attacked, because if your herd attacked, your safety is at risk. So now you want everybody to leave the pedophile alone. You come out of the woodwork to talk on shit with authority like you know what you're speaking about, saying, you. Well, guess what? The you in this fucking instance is the bitch that she raped. The bitch that she based that fucking fanfic off of. So this you actually does know more than you do, Opal. I hope you were terrified putting that video out. I hope you are shitting your fucking pants, hoping that nobody finds where you're currently fucking hiding to come after you. Because, bitch, I know people. And I can find anything and anyone. Oh, Courtney's threatening people. Get the fuck over it. If you're scared, if that threat scares you, it's because you believe I can follow through. And if you believe I can follow through, and if half of these people believe I'm so unhinged and dangerous as they claim I am, why are you pushing my buttons? Why are you trying me? And then pull surprise Pikachu face. You want to push and poke and prod the girl you want to call unhinged and then be surprised when she slightly acts unhinged? Most of you forget I have dealt with shit in real life. You sit here on the internet, your little fucking bubbles, and you think you're the most victimized person in the whole fucking world, and you're so fucking nuanced, and you're so fucking smart and worldly and well-read because you sit on social media and in your little fucking Discord echo chambers and jerk yourselves to fucking kids being raped. I am 32 fucking years old. I started this channel when I was 31 fucking years old. I left my parents' house when I was 17 years old. That's 14 fucking years that I lived real fucking life and dealt with real fucking shit. And you know what happens in real fucking life when you pull stupid shit like this? You get the shit beaten out of you, and 90% of the people who witness it look the other fucking way. You want to come on the internet and grandstand, Opal, about somebody else's fucking abuse and act like you don't even know that I've come out and exposed my sister for what she did, to the point she pulled the most classic Darvo no you video I've ever fucking seen in my life. To the point where she's literally started writing more fucking depictions of raping me. Okay? To the point she's cosplaying as our father to insist that I raped her so she can continue to relive the idea of raping me. And you want to act like you're grandstanding and you know shit and I'm retracting my... Fuck you, bitch. Go retract yourself from the census. I can't even finish this video. I literally fucking can't. If I hear the rest of what she's going to say, I'm going to get her information. I'm going off my fucking meds for real, and I'm showing these bitches what crazy looks like. She what? Yeah. So, okay. Oh, wait. At which point are you guys saying she what at? I need a smoke. I need a bong. I need something. I'm going to have an aneurysm. Oh my god, Courtney, this is gonna be used against you, and you sound unhinged, and you look unhinged. I don't give a shit. This is what I do in real life. This is how I get through my fucking anger, is I express it, and when I need to fucking yell, I fucking yell. I don't avoid my fucking uncomfortable feelings like some people do, and I really don't give a shit about how it makes me seem to somebody else. Oh, Lily writing more stories about me. So yeah, a couple of months ago, Lily posted a story to a piece of fiction to AO3. It's called Don't Move, and it is a story she wrote from basically because she's trying to insist that I raped her, right? So she wrote this story that is from the perspective of me while I'm asleep, but like in the middle of like apparently the like she basically wrote a story where I raped her. And it starts with like it's called Don't Move, and it starts from like the perspective, and she writes it from the perspective of me raping her, but it starts off with me asleep. Smoking is bad for me. Outlive Lily. I'm gonna outlive Lily simply out of fucking luck. Listen. I don't get good luck. I don't have good luck in life. I'm gonna end up living until I'm like 100 simply because I don't fucking want to. Why should I care about this fanfic? Why should I care? Oh my god, right back to Opal. Why should I care that a pedophile is using a children's fucking media that she based most of her channel off of to normalize and like publish fucking depictions of children being raped? To normalize to her fan base, which, you know, a growing amount of people have come out and said she's groomed them. Why would I care about that, guys? Why would I feel so bad that I called that out. I'm such a bad person for doing that. Like, I saw something and I said something, and that was bad of me, you guys. Opal, just tell everybody you're a fucking pedophile and get it over with. Just tell everybody you like reading child porn and get it over with. Just tell the fucking class that you enjoy Stockholm like Sai does and get it over with. Stop pussyfooting around, you stupid child porn loving bitch. I need to smoke this bong. No, it's okay. It's okay, guys. I appreciate it. Smoking is bad. Don't smoke, kids. I got a new bong though. She pretty. She rainbow. Like, right? I'm so sorry that I called out child porn. Also, why should I care that child porn's illegal? Why should I care that, like, seriously, in that vein of thought, why should you care that raping kids is a crime, Opal? Why should you care that kitty diddling is bad? Why should you care that rape is bad? Why should you care that theft is bad? Why should you care that cheating is bad? Oh, wait, you don't care that cheating is bad. Why should you care that, assaulting people is bad? Why should you care that doxing is bad? Why should you care that harassment is bad? Okay? If you don't care that child porn is bad and illegal, then why do you care that the pedophile is being harassed? Maybe because you're a pedophile who doesn't want to be harassed. What was that about cheating? Oh, apparently Opal is totally cool with people cheating on people, so. But I mean, like, she was a fan of Lily and literally just got mad because Lily didn't like her fan art. So, I mean, Lily apparently also cheats on people and thinks it's fine. So, why would she think that's bad? What was that about cheating? It's secondhand information that I have. I don't have details. But yep. Apparently she's totally cool with cheating. But I mean that tracks because she doesn't care that child porn is bad. Which means she doesn't care that child rape is bad. She doesn't care that a pedophile is active on the internet and has a platform in which she can use to groom children. She doesn't care, like literally the only thing she cares about is that a pedophile is getting harassed on the internet. Also, Mark, thank you so much for the gifted subs. You're like a real one. The first stream of every month, just about, if Mark's around, he gives about 5 subs, and it's really cool of him. And originally the channel memberships, sorry, not subs, gifted memberships. Originally the channel memberships got you into my other Discord server, but now I just have the public one. I really have to do something about the channel memberships. No, I'm also starting this month. I'm starting to work on a series about grooming, so I'll probably have that release early to the channel members so that you guys are actually getting something with the money, the dollar you've spent on that. People defend Woody Allen still? Yes, 100%. 100%. Okay, listen. People defend pedophiles all the time, okay? They defend him in public, in private, on the internet, in every single fucking entertainment industry that there is. There is a historically light precedent of light sentencing for convicted pedophiles because all of the fucking people in power are pedophiles. And they want a historically light precedent of light sentencing should they ever get caught. They don't want to spend the rest of their lives behind bars, okay? Oh, thank you, Ryuza, for the $1.99. That's very sweet of you. It's exactly the same reasoning why pillow talk is inadmissible in court, okay? And what that means is that whatever you tell your spouse, your partner, your wife, your husband, now the laws were written around wives because, heteronormativity, but whatever information you divulge to your partner, they cannot your partner can't tell that to like a prosecutor, like a criminal attorney or an attorney to use against you in court. All right. So that's what pillow talk is. Pillow talk is like it's kind of like after sex when you're talking there, you're laying and cuddling and all lovey-dovey and like you're just talking and stuff comes out. It's usually when people get into deep discussion. So that's inadmissible in court. So your spouse cannot say, oh, they told me that they did this thing, like that they're being charged for. They told me that they did this crime, and that can't be used against you in court. That is literally, it's written into laws, and that's a thing because the people in power, their wives, their partners, their close, like their spouses have a lot of information on them. They know a lot of dirty secrets on them, and they never wanted that shit to be used against them in court. They didn't want their wives to be able to be subpoenaed and used as evidence in a court trial, so they had it literally written into laws that shit can't be used. Okay? And if you do any sort of digging that you want to do, you look into any fucking history of it, every time a pedophile gets fucking caught, 99.9% of the time when a pedophile gets caught, they get extremely light sentencing. Everybody wants to talk about To Catch a Predator and how nothing came of that, nothing good came of that. That's just false. There were a lot of arrests that happened thanks to Catch a Predator. Now, not necessarily the show To Catch a Predator itself, but the organization that they worked with. I can't remember the exact name right off the top of my head, but To Catch a Predator worked with an organization that worked with the government and the police and did things properly in order to set up proper sting operations to catch these people, arrest them, and bring them to court, okay? A lot of people want to act like it never fucking, that none of this shit happened behind the scenes, and it was just like Dateline NBC's people randomly messaging somebody on the internet. No, 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 no. They worked with an organization who to this day still does this shit, all right? The shit still goes on. And they caught a lot of fucking people. They caught a lot of people with evidence that brought them to fucking court. And in the process of the show's running, they figured out certain things that helped them actually narrow down enough evidence to catch these people even harder. All right. The first seasons of To Catch a Predator had these guys show up. And yes, there were a number of them who got off on a technicality that, you know, there was nothing definitively proving that they showed up there for that and they didn't just happen to walk into the door. All right. So that's why in the later seasons, the decoys would start asking the predators to bring specific items, bring specific alcohol, bring a specific kind of pizza, bring a specific kind of chip. Because if you show up and walk through the door with that specific item that you discussed with the child that you're there to meet up to fuck, then you legally can't say in court and actually have it hold weight that, well, that's not why I was there. Because you literally have physical evidence tying you to the conversation. So not only did this organization actually do what it was doing before To Catch a Predator, they got better at it thanks to Catch a Predator. The only reason To Catch a Predator ever stopped, hang on a minute before we get to that. Not only did like people get caught and arrested, they went to court. A lot of them got fucking convicted. The problem is they got like 2 years and then we're off on probation and we're perfectly fine. And most of them didn't go on sex offender registries. The problem wasn't To Catch a Predator catching them. The problem was the justice system's historically light sentencing, the precedent of light sentencing, because those in power who set those precedents don't want to go to jail for the rest of their lives. They don't want to end up in GC long enough for somebody to kill them. I mean, that's fair. To Catch a Predator, like putting it out on TV, making it entertainment and essentially poverty porn, did bring, and plus social media, brought a rise of people just doing it for clout. Yes, 100% absolutely. The thing is, like, in all honesty, like, I'm just gonna say this, like, right off the bat, if anybody watching this, like, ever wants to get seriously involved in doing something about shit like this, Perverted Justice. Thank you, Zerzion. I just saw that in the chat. Perverted Justice is the organization that does it. If you guys actually want to be a fucking cog in the machine that's doing something about this, go get involved with someone like Perverted Justice. Okay, work your way into getting into the actual system, and things like Perverted Justice and like the specific like crime units for this kind of shit are the only ones who can like make any sort of change in the inside and do something or become a lawyer. But yeah, seriously, get involved with something like Perverted Justice. Not something that a friend of yours made or that somebody does online, but one that's tied with government organizations, one that's tied with the justice system so that something comes to fruition. They closed down, I believe. No, they didn't. Because To Catch a Predator is still going. It's just called Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, and they still work with Perverted Justice. Unless that's changed. Let me Google it real quick. Fuck off, Bitdefender. Yes, I want to continue. Sorry, I just got real quiet. Stop. I just want to look at the site. It's not secure. I don't give a fuck. Don't go on not secure websites, guys. Don't risk your shit. Don't be an idiot just because I am. Lots of charities get involved in. Okay, see, yes, while charity work is good, is great, and on its face, the internet sucks, okay? People fucking suck. You need to very carefully fucking vet where your money's going to, okay? You don't want to give your money to the wrong person. You don't want to end up in the wrong hands, or just not go to the help it's saying it's going to. So in all honesty, carefully vet the charities that you support. Just for your own sake, so that like you're actually doing something with the effort you're spending. Don't go with just any random one just because a YouTuber linked to it or whatever. Do some research. Always do your own research. Always know where your money is going. Yeah, it won't load anyway, so. Hi, Batman. What's up? I know. No, Mom's fine. Mom's just fired up. You have... What did you get? How did you get... Where did you go that you have dandelion seeds on you? Okay. I still need a cigarette. But yeah, perverted justice, and then internet watchdog, I think, is another one that they do. But yeah, just if you really, really want to do something, get involved with something like serious, like actually legitimate like that, okay? And yeah, if you're young, it's not something you can just jump into. Sure, there's a process, but I mean, start the process. Look into it. Look at the prerequisites. See if it's something you're interested in. Also, hi everybody who said hi in chat. I've been just going off and not looking at the chat. Opal done pissed me off. Oh, no children were harmed in the making of this. Oh. You're gonna be harmed in the making of something, you dumb cunt. Yeah, don't give your computer any STDs. It's funny, like, my jammies are so cute. Thank you. It's a onesie. Batman meows in gravelly 2 packs a day voice. Listen, he's old. He's 13. Oh, Opal pissed all of us off, honestly. Oh, yeah. And, like, I don't know how that stayed hidden for a month. Ironically, or unironically, the comments are, turned off. Almost like she fucking knew what she did. I fucking leave the province for 5 days and come back and everything's gone to shit. And all she really did, like literally all she did with that video was say, "I'm sorry I told y'all about the child porn cuz like I like reading it." Yeah, but he's doing a Batman voice. True. Your wife's cat's turning 17 this year. That's amazing. I hope she gets 17 more years. But yeah, no, literally, Opal, with that video, you just told the class that you like reading the child porn and you're upset, you regret telling people about the child porn. And like, I don't even care if this ruins my monetization. I didn't even turn on my monetization, so who gives a shit? I'm gonna put on a video here. It's funny too, because so many so many people don't like how aggressive I am. They're like, "Oh my god, Courtney's so aggressive and unhinged." Like, bitches, first of all, I'm a millennial. I'm a millennial who dates Gen Xers, and Gen X is literally the talk shit get hit era. And I also grew up on fucking music like this. But this is not as quiet as it. I hope this doesn't ruin my stream. We usually get away with one song. Opal, I dedicate this song to thee. God, 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 God. God. Just a regular fan of this one now. Oh, I know. I was drowned out by most of it. It's kind of the point. Oh, I love that song. Oh, Mark. What a guy. Balls on chin. My favorite line has got to be whatever happens next is all a blur, but you remember fist can be a verb. Funnily enough, I do have to do like another stream tomorrow just because I don't want the topics in the same stream. There is something happy that I want to talk about and like the reason why I was gone for like 5 days, but I don't want that in this stream. Yo, Bloodhound Gag is peak. Yeah, Mr. Namelessness, that's the thing. I don't want the two in the same stream. Because my little sister watches my happier streams and I very much want that in a stream that she can like watch whenever she wants so she can hear me talk about it and just gush like with the immediate reaction post it happening. Maybe I'll do it later today. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe in a few minutes, like fuck, maybe in like half an hour, I'll just like end this stream and then literally start up another one in which I talk about it because I do. I want to talk about it so bad. That's a comment that can just get removed. Let's not do that, please. Eye bleach. Someone give the eye bleach. Don't worry about apologies. Like I my lines and tolerances are really fucking high and I don't have a problem with majority of shit and if something comes across as like I'm like, "Oh, wait, no, that actually crossed a line for me." I don't mind being the one to just like take it out and it's like, "Hey, we're not going to do that going forward." Cool. You don't have to apologize. You didn't know. And like again, it's easy to for like I said for like with me there's basically no line to a certain point and half the time I don't even realize the line is there until it's been crossed. So yeah. Oh, your finals. Congrats. Oh, you got it. You bro. No. Listen, I get it. There is a time and place for like humor and offhand humor and I literally dealt with my trauma by joking about it, so I normally don't give a shit. And half the time it's like, oh, fuck, I didn't even realize that was too far, so I don't expect fucking apologies. It's just like, we're just gonna, God, and then keep going. Anyone who makes a song called The Lap Dance is always better when a stripper's crying. Ah, I fucking love that. You graduated last week? Nice. You graduated last week, but your finals are this week? I'm confused. Or next week. Oh. But yeah, in terms of like the title of the stream and the description, predators absolutely deserve to be harassed when they're on the internet. Okay? I like the only cure to pedophilia is lead poisoning, okay? Just pew, bullet to the fucking head. No firing squad. I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute. I will shoot them all. The only cure to pedophilia is to put them fucking down like the dogs that they are. We do it with rabid animals all the fucking time. So they deserve harassment when they're on the internet. They deserve to be assaulted when they're caught in real life. They deserve everything that they fucking get for being pedophiles. And anybody who doesn't like it, I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Get away from literally anyone and everyone that you've ever been around because you think pedophiles deserve any sort of human treatment. Guess what? We treat a diseased animal like a diseased animal, and pedophiles who have raped people are diseased fucking animals. If you defend them, it's because you have the same disease. You're mean on the internet, okay? And if most of the people who say shit to me online said shit to my face, I'd hit them. So be thankful that all you get is mean on the internet, because you deserve to be fucking slapped. Courtney, you're aggressive. Yeah, because some of you are fucking stupid. And just because somebody told you or made you think that because you're stupid, someone has to be nice to you, doesn't mean I'm going to be nice to you. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here, like, I've had people talk about how my toxicity will make me fade into obscurity, and I'm not going to have people, like, empathize with me about my rape if I keep going on like this. Okay, somebody saying, oh my God, she was raped and I feel bad, does not change the fact that I was raped. People empathizing with me about my rape doesn't change the fact that Lily raped me for a year in my sleep and sexually abused me for like 10 years before that. Okay? People believing that I was raped doesn't suddenly make my rape not happen, or happen if they don't believe it, okay? People not believing me doesn't change the fact that I was raped. I'm the one that went through it. I was the one that was raped, okay? Not only was I raped, I was groomed and sexually abused and molested and assaulted for years, all right? It's more than just the year of rape. You forget, a lot of you forget, it was like, my sexual abuse stems from 3 to 14. That is 11 years of sexual assault by 2 different siblings. None of that is affected in any way, shape, or form by people's opinions of me. It's already happened. And I'm not going to get justice because Canada doesn't criminalize what fucking happened to me. They could have been caught raping me and still not been charged. Okay? Canada looks at what happened to me as unfortunate, and that's pretty much it. Now, I can sue in civil court, and once I've established with a fucking therapist that, yeah, this happened and I ain't making it up, then I can go after, like, fucking punitive damages through civil suits, which gets me access to victim services. Sure, yeah, that can happen. That's not justice, though. That's just money. Sure, money's great, and yeah, I'm gonna do that when I fucking actually have the time to do it. I ain't in a fucking rush, because Canada also doesn't have statutes of limitations on fucking rape. So I'm not sitting I don't sit here. I'm not here to be like I need everyone to believe that I was raped and feel bad that I was raped because I don't fucking give a shit if any of you believe me that I was raped. I don't need people to feel bad about me. I need this bitch that raped me to not be able to rape another fucking child. That's it. That is it. I want, the potential other fucking kid she's been grooming online for 7 years to be like, whoa, wait a second, am I being groomed? So Lily probably can't be put on a sex offender registry. Not just off the face of what she did to me. No, like I've seen online people talking shit about me where they're like, oh, if Courtney really, really wanted more than just attention, she would like go to the police with this shit. If I walked into the cop shop and said, yeah, this happened to me by my sibling who was a year older than me, so it was going on between when I was 6 and she was 7 until I was 14 and she was 15, they're gonna be like, okay, what do you want us to do about it? This isn't a therapist's office. Like, so many people who have never even been to this country think they know how shit works and make assumptions on my intent based off of that. Excuse me? One Google search, one vetted Google search from which brings you to the fucking Government of Canada website tells you that child on child sexual assault is not criminalized in Canada. I'm paraphrasing at this point, but if I recall correctly, you have to be 16 at least to be charged with rape. DJ, what is that? I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce the rest of that. I'm just gonna call you DJ. It kind of depends, to be honest, on the reaction and like if a friend tells you they're raped and your immediate reaction is skepticism, yeah, to me that's a red flag. But if you read online that someone you don't know is saying they were raped by another person you don't know, there is a certain amount of healthy skepticism that should be had by people who, like, when it comes to online shit. I will agree with that. Like, you know, believe victims, yes, but at the very same time, if someone just goes, I was raped, there is a big difference between supporting somebody emotionally and condemning somebody else physically, right? Because again, it's hard to, like, because then you get into the territory of just like calling somebody a liar off of the face of you just have skepticism or don't have skepticism, or people immediately believing false accusations because they don't want to be labeled as a defender. But like, there is, when it comes to it depends on how close you are to the actual situation, but just overall, Batman, in online spaces, there is a normal amount of healthy skepticism that should be had, absolutely. And there is a nuanced space where you can say, I empathize for the person who feels bad, but I don't know anything and cannot comment. Where a lot of people need to start settling themselves. Like, just because you hear something online doesn't mean you need to comment on it, but you can also support somebody in their emotional journey without specifically speaking out and condemning somebody else. Now, I'm not one who does that. Am I? I'm trying to think. Hang on, I'm trying to have introspection here. I probably have. But at the same time, I have no problem. Sorry, you can see my litter box when I tilt my head like that, and it's a mess because my litter box mat is gone. I've got no problem when I am convinced enough in something, just saying something about it, because I don't need to convince the masses. I don't need to convince other people that something happened for me to make a decision myself, okay? If I decide that somebody's actions appear predatory to me and something is very clearly grooming or a pedophilic apologia or whatever to me, and I say, hey, this is what this is, I don't need enough proof to convince the masses to agree with me in order to say that. I get to just say that, okay? That's the whole, like, you have a right to your opinion part. The other part of that is nobody's obligated to give a shit that I said it. Nobody's obligated to agree or even listen to me. literally it can be said into the void and fucking not exist anymore. It doesn't fucking matter. Um, so acting like, oh, you said it, so it's literally like a court thing now. We're gonna treat this like it's court and use court definitions and standards and shit because you said a thing, because you said a name, you called somebody a name. Like, I don't do that shit. I don't play those fucking games. Um, Genevieve, yeah, we could talk about that in a second. Courtney, are you the Tyrion in this Lancaster circus of a family? I mean, pretty much. Like, I don't like, if I see a thing, I say a thing, because like I would honestly rather say something and be wrong than keep my mouth shut and be right. I don't care. I'd rather be embarrassed personally because I was wrong than not have potentially prevented a victim because I was right and kept my mouth shut. And, you know, a lot of people care more about being personally fucking embarrassed, and they would rather keep their mouth shut and be right than open their mouth and be wrong. And it's fucking pathetic. If you each court case, right? If my initials are like horrible too, like seriously, it's all like you can't write this shit. Hate to bring up Lily Orchard because ew, I mean it's fine, but I generally believe she's in love with Cameron, hence why she seems so adamant on defending him. Listen, the girl's just incestuous, okay? She just loves incest. Rather be loud and wrong than silent and right, exactly. Like fuck, Kiwi Farms law like it just went ape shit because well, I think Cameron's on there. That's the funny thing. Kiwi Farms went ape shit saying that I have delusions of gang stalking because like I thought Cameron was following me for a hot minute. And I was like, I said it out like verbally, and like I typed it out. I like it flat out said that I'm pretty sure Cameron's following me for a while, and it turns out that I was wrong, and I even said it in my service. I'm like, oh, so I was wrong about that. Like this, that's like at the same time, I would rather, because I even told the boyfriend, and he got worried for a little bit. I was never worried. I just pretty sure I thought that was words. I thought that I was pretty sure that's what was going on. And it was just like, you know, just on the off chance that like the random thing happens, I'm pretty sure this is happening. And then as soon as I realized like, oh no, I was wrong. I was just, you know, fucking missaw some things because it was mostly nighttime. I even told like my servers and then my boyfriend, I'm like, oh, by the way, I was wrong about that. And it was so funny to be like, to watch people be like, Courtney's delusional and like gang stalking. Why? Because I said, I think someone's following me. Someone who's followed me before, physically in the past, mind you. To the point, like twice actually. So when I first left the house, I ended up stopping back, like when I first took off and was homeless when I was 17, I ended up stopping back off at the house to grab some more of my things. And Cameron happened to be staying at the house because my grandmother on my father's side had just died, so my parents were out in Newfoundland. So he was there when I showed up, and he decided that he was going to be the person to force me to come back home. To the point, as soon as like I was just like, dude, what the fuck ever. You say whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna do what I like and leave. I still have a key. Fuck you. And he's like following me the whole time, just me, and to the point where he followed me out the door and down the road and almost all the way out of the trailer park, to the point that I literally called the cops, and I'm like, yo, there's this dude that's following me and he just absolutely will not stop. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. He fucking, like, I said this right out loud too, to the point he turned around and walked his little fucking fat ass monkey ass back to the house, and I was like, oh no, I think I'm okay now. Like it seems that my calling you and like verbally saying this out loud is making him leave, so I think I'm going to be okay. So that happened, and then fucking years later, when I was living out in Ontario with my ex-husband, I got a message from one of my aunts, and she's like, listen, Cameron messaged me asking for like your phone number, and like I didn't give it to him, but I wanted to like like message you and like just like see if that's something you expected, or like if that's something you don't want me to do. And that's when I flat out told her, I'm like, oh no, I don't want, he's fucking trying to stalk me again because that asshole raped me and doesn't like that I'm vocal about it. So he was like contacting my all of our fucking our relatives, trying to get my fucking phone number when I hadn't been back at the house in years. And he used to have a little card shop that's literally on the corner of the road that the girl whose dog I walk she used to live. She just moved recently, but she used to live down on that road. And like literally the card shop is like right across the street from her front fucking door. And yeah, so like I got all caught up, and like Lily's like the next, her Lily's building is like the next fucking road up. So like I got all up in my head one night, and I was like, oh shit, is that him? And then somebody one night was following me because I saw the same car just circle the park that I was in really fucking slow. Like that one night I was being followed. I just don't know by who. I got all up in my head, and I was like, oh shit, Cameron's following me. Fucking that's hilarious. And it turns out I was wrong. Like, but and fucking I don't give a shit. Whatever, I was wrong. Again, I would rather say something. Therefore, if anything does happen, if I'm out walking the dog and I don't show up back home, the boyfriend knows to be worried. I would rather say something and like have people know like to be worried if something happens than keep my mouth shut and like I don't know, be half beat to death on the side of the road and nobody knows to call the cops. Better safe than sorry. Not that I'm afraid of Cameron. Not that I don't think I couldn't take Cameron in a fight. But it very much helps my case to get him behind bars if he beats the shit out of me and I don't swing back. Work smarter, not harder. Lily just likes, okay, listen, Lily just loves incest, okay? When we were kids, Lily started asking me what I thought about incest and got like she would get crestfallen when I would be disgusted. And she, at one point, I think after we were about 11 is when it started, she literally started telling me that she thought incest between siblings was the purest form of love there is. She just loves incest. She openly states that enmeshment between siblings is one of her favorite tropes. And for whoever doesn't know this, enmeshment is emotional incest. It's not a cutesy little like close sibling bond. It's emotional incest. It is an abusive dynamic between family members. Enmeshment is what gives you like mother wives and their son husbands who say shit like born to be your soulmate, legally your mother. Enmeshment is emotional incest. And Lily, with her whole chest, says she likes enmeshed siblings. Lily likes emotionally incestuous siblings. She has said this herself, point blank, period, with her whole chest. Not under some other account, not somewhere fucking years ago, like 6 months ago, she was posting about how she likes emotionally enmeshed siblings. She writes Iris and Kira as enmeshed siblings because she loves enmeshed siblings. It's emotional incest. Ugh. Yeah, Iris and Kira, exactly. She has said this her fucking self. It is mind-boggling the amount of times this bitch has said to her fucking audience and the internet as a whole, I'm an incestuous pedophile, and so many people go, oh, but she isn't though. Iris and Kira only started sharing a bed after one of them got married. That's fucking weird. It's weird enough to sleep in the same room as your adult sibling. It's even weirder to be like, oh my god, you're married. Can I sleep in your bed now? Fucking what? Isn't the Avatar fic similar? Yes. To the point where she's literally written fucking pieces in that little Avatar fic where they're like literally where the two siblings are accused of being incestuous. Remember, I used to get into heated arguments with people and they say incest was fine if the siblings are adopted. No! No! If the sibling relationship is there, if the familial relationship is there, it is incest. How do people not get it at all? Because they're incestuous. Lily's peak moment in life was the year she was raping me in my sleep. She is still not over the fact that I bought a door lock and locked her out and physically stopped her from molesting and raping me in my sleep. I don't feel bad for Michaela. She took her own clothes off on a fucking stream on Lily's channel, knowing that Lily had a mostly child fucking audience and mostly did things about child porn, but she still took her own clothes off and got naked. Fuck you, Michaela. You're just as bad. My God, Lily, you should have been born in the ancient times. My God, Lily, you shouldn't have been born. If only, okay, so when Lily was born, her skull was so large, it physically got lodged in our mother's pelvis, and she got stuck for a good amount of time, to the point the doctors apparently contemplated having to break our mother's pelvis to get her out. I wish she got stuck longer and suffocated. I didn't know that at all. A lot of people seem to like not remember the fact that in one of the streams where Lily took her clothes off, Michaela also took her clothes off. Because people want to woobify Michaela and be like, she's abused though. She's being abused by Lily. I don't give a shit. You took your clothes off in front of kids. Fuck you. So stupid. Fucking get better standards, get better fucking role models, people. I'll say this in every okay, I mean this in the worst fucking way possible. Lily and Michaela deserve to live under Trump's regime. They deserve it. Go live in fucking America, the two of you. Fucking die. I'm so fucking tired of just everything and people like wanting to be politically correct, and I don't want to seem like a bad person on the internet and condemn somebody. Fuck everyone. Ginger's old enough to fucking make a decision. Again, stop woobifying people just because that they've been through fucking abuse. Ginger is how old now? Ginger also has been behind fucking closed doors enough to probably see Lily's actual pedophilia. That's like Brit when she fucking was talking to quote unquote Tara. I'm sorry. If somebody's talking to you about, I like raping kids, I like raping dogs, I like fucking raping my sister, and you keep conversing with them, something's wrong with you. If somebody sends you a message, Brittany, and they say, lol, I just raped a teenager, and your response is, oh my God, girl, you crazy, not block, there's something wrong with you. And that's why you hid most of the Terra logs from Lio when you got the chance to talk to him. Because you knew he'd call your own ass out on that. Yeah, Ginger's 25. Fuck off. Grow up. Get a fucking brain. Otherwise, you're just the same fucking thing. Oh my God, my sister wants me to die and is a Trump supporter. No, I just really think that Trump is going to do horrible fucking things for that country. Horrible fucking things that I really want Lily to experience because I really think Lily deserves to experience it. Also, who gives a shit what American fucking president I support, which is not Trump, by the way. I'm Canadian. Not only do I not do politics in my own country, I don't do politics in someone else's either. Fuck. Lily, I'd say you did. No, fucking, I'll say this too. Lily, you deserve to be a Jew living under Hitler's regime. You deserve to be a VIP in Auschwitz. Gonna do horrible things. I mean, I think I meant it's gonna get so much worse. I can see it getting so much worse, and I sympathize for everyone who's not a pedophile. Everyone who is not a pedophile, I sympathize for. Everyone who is a pedophile deserves to be there. Get fucked, get eradicated, get genocided. I don't care. You're a pedophile. Ugh. Like, everyone who's not a pedophile, come to Canada. Everybody who's a pedophile, go live in the States. Or, like, in the middle of the ocean with literally nothing to fucking keep you afloat. I don't give a shit. Die. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, you guys. Ugh. I'm so tired. She wouldn't need to be a Jew. She would be trans. I know, but the insult is just so much better. Watch this. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Courtney's like anti-Semitic." I'll be like, "Nah, I hate everybody equally. I'm an equal opportunist." Oh my gosh, you're Canadian. On behalf of Canada, I apologize for what we did to the Acadians. See, here's the thing. I don't believe anybody who's a pedophile hasn't sexually assaulted somebody, so. Sorry, my phone's making noises. Uh, okay, I probably won't do the other stream today just because it's almost 4 o'clock. The boyfriend will be home inevitably. So I'll do the happier stream tomorrow, but tomorrow will be a fun stream. Not that I'm ending this right now, it's just deciding not to do the other stream today. Funny as blah, 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 political stuff. Anyway, I've honestly, I think the term is apolitical. I don't know. I shouldn't say that without knowing what the term means, because God knows what I'm gonna end up saying. I don't do politics. Politics is stupid. Politics is a means of infighting to make people forget the fact that they outnumber the politicians physically. It's literally just a method of infighting to cause chaos so that we don't unite against them, and I've refused to participate. And no, I'm not trying to say that to be like some kind of fucking intellectual, call me stupid for it if you want. I don't care. But that's just it. I don't do politics. It's fucking stupid. I didn't need the government to tell me I could smoke weed. I've been doing it since I was 15. Oh, yes, Venus, you did message me about that. I 100% want to support you by buying it off of you. I just can't right at this moment because I'm a broke bitch. If somebody else is like more willing to pay for it like quickly and you want to get rid of it, by all means do. But I mean, yeah, I do want Rainbow Wig. Sorry. I mean, like, no shame to those who are interested in politics. Somebody's got to vote. But, fuckers, it ain't me. I'm not fucking educated enough, and I don't really I don't wish to. Nobody wants me making the decisions, because I'm just gonna start shooting people. Like, I think somebody at one point when Lily was like at her little it's just not in dislike of the public words when Lily was not in public dislike, she had made some sort of like, oh, if she could like control the world or some shit, she made some sort of government structure based off of her opinions, I'd be a fucking, nobody would like the world under me. I'd be a fucking, what's the word? There's a word, and I don't know it because I'm not fucking political. I know it, it's just not coming to my head because I just smoked weed. I would absolutely be just like a fucking, it would just be a regime. It'd be like, no, 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 you're gonna do what I say, and if you don't like it, you're going to die. If you don't like that, then fucking play ball or die. Cause you know what? Inevitably, the stupid will get weeded out. And then we can fucking relax. But until then, dictator, thank you. Tyrant, dictator, all of the above. A problem. I will be a problem for a lot of people and the status quo and the way of life. Because bitches, I'm tired. Courtney, yes or no on the death penalty? Yes. Yes, death penalty. Bring back the death penalty. Canada's biggest mistake was getting rid of the death penalty. Oh, what if the wrong person gets killed? That doesn't happen as much as as people like to think it does. And you know what? You know what? If people in general stop doing bad shit, then nobody's gonna get caught or blamed for doing the bad shit that's not happening. So yes, death penalty. Make it fucking gory again, too. Bring back public hangings. Free healthcare and education. Yeah, I do that too. 100%. Where am I going to get the money? Whoever's pockets I need to take it from. Again, if you don't do what I say, you will die. If wanting to be a dictator once you reach politics is proof in itself that you're not apolitical, okay, whatever. Permission to share eBay listings on your Discord? Yeah. By all means. I don't like the death penalty. I mean, that's fine. Nobody has to agree with me. That's the great thing. Like, that's the thing. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're not obligated to give a shit. Nobody's obligated to give a shit just because I'm entitled to have an opinion. Tax the rich. Nobody's going to be rich. Communism, motherfuckers. I'm bringing in textbook communism. Who has the money? I have the money. That's who has the money. And everybody gets what they need. Food doesn't cost money. Housing doesn't cost money. If you want the internet, that's a luxury. You will pay for it. How are you going to pay for it? The trade and barter system. Why will people work jobs? Because they want to keep the things that they have. Yes, just textbook. It's the only kind of, well, see, that's the thing is like communism doesn't actually work because now, and again, if I ruled the world, I'd be a dictator. We all know I ain't gonna rule the world. We all know nobody's gonna rule the world, and if it is, it ain't gonna be me. Okay, it's not gonna be me sitting on my ass streaming on YouTube for like, I don't know what, 2, 3, 4 hours. I don't know how long this has been going. Anyway, we all know it ain't gonna be me, so it doesn't fucking matter. But like power, I 100% believe power and money corrupts ultimately. You give people enough power and enough money, and it will bring out the very fucking worst in them. That's just what I believe. So the problem with communism in practice is that you have to give somebody total power and all of the money. That's going to corrupt them, and they're going to fuck it, and it's gonna go shitty like it always fucking has. Communism doesn't work in practice because it bases itself off of like the opposite of what people are. Okay, humans are just greedy, selfish, power-hungry individuals. We're all out for our own survival, point blank, period. So you give one person all of that, and it's gonna go wrong every single time. Everyone wants communism, they just don't like the word. Everyone wants textbook communism. Nobody wants communism the way it's happened. Which is understandable. But I mean, democracy ain't fucking shit either. Power doesn't corrupt, it reveals. Fair enough. Fair enough. You give someone the power to do what they've always wanted to do. You find out what they've always wanted to do. Correct. Bunch of fucking primates. Yep. See, as a species, we like to pretend that we're so advanced and shit, but we're really fucking not. I mean, 90% of us, like, cannot get over the instinctual urge to breed, which is all sex does. Literally, the only reason we have sex is to procreate, and, like, we get our rocks off while procreating, so we like that and keep doing it. That's the monkey brain. That's feel good, keep do. That's the Neanderthal in us. We're not that fucking advanced. In America, every political term is a dirty word and used to fearmonger and insult. Every time I interact with like a pissed off American, they call me like a liberal or like a progressive or whatever word. And I'm just sitting there like, huh? What? And what now? What does that even mean? I can't be offended if I don't know what it means. But I mean, I paid attention in history class, and when I like read the definition and how communism is supposed to work on paper, I went, "Oh, that sounds like just what shit should be. I mean, none of us asked to be here. We can't help the fact that we need food to survive and water and protection from the elements. So like, why are we paying for things we literally can't control that we need? Why is somebody making a profit off of, a basic human function that nobody gets to control? Like, that just seems like the way the world should fucking work. But human greed is why it fucking doesn't. People don't know what woke means anymore. Then how do you explain gay sex? Well, again, that's the monkey brain that just goes feel good, keep do. Like the reason why we had sex to begin with is like the reason as a species, as like an organism we have sex is because we reproduce sexually as opposed to asexually, right? Which is fine. I'm not saying that means like gay sex is wrong. Like you don't even have to be gay to have butt sex. It's just in the process of becoming conscious and reproducing sexually, the monkey brain goes, feel good, keep do. So we've found ways to keep having sex without reproducing because feel good, keep do. And we're slave to monkey brain. Angry. Your place on the political spectrum is angry. Yes. But that's how I explain gay sex. That is the monkey brain going, feel good, keep do. Courtney for prime minister, whenever you hear next election is in Canada. Oh God, no. Don't put me in fucking, I would fail in democracy. There's fucking rules. You have to like, there's a process. I can't just be like, yo, we doing this shit now. Cause they'll be like, well, a bunch of us don't want to. And I'll be like, I don't care. You can't just kill a guy cause he sent sexual messages to a kid. Oh no, I already did. I would hate being prime minister. I'd get arrested. I'd have so much money and like so much access to shit to cause problems. Are you kidding me? I would in terms of like felonies, I'd probably put Trump to shame. But not like white collar crime. I'd be doing blue collar crime. Cause you're not looking like you're doing okay. Dude, just tell me I'm ugly. Shit. Fuck, I love that. You don't look like you're doing okay. Yeah, because I have to tweeze my eyebrows and my face is fucking breaking out in spots because I picked after the wedding. Angry is my base state, guys. It's cool. No, I'm taking anger management in a few weeks. Actually, I am. I am taking an anger management course in a few weeks. That's funny. Not for my personal life, just for my professional life. And trust me, YouTube will never be my professional life. Don't get me started on boy moms. Oh, you mean mother wives and their son husbands? That's incest. That's enmeshment. You look tired and sick. No, I'm sick and tired, that's for sure. of the bullshit. Bong sounds. Good luck with the anger management course. Thanks. It's actually like specifically geared toward people with like ADHD and ADD and BPD. So, I mean, it'll be great. You look tired. This is sick. Nah, man, I just got shitty complexion and dark circles. I also spent like I just got home yesterday after spending like 30 hours on a train, so I kind of am tired. The eye bags and the dark circles, or eye bagging and dark circling. Sorry. While you're seeing your PMs, that has to absolve yourself of being arrested. uh, Not being blood related is not an out. No, no, it doesn't. Emotional incest parents. Pretty much. Yeah, I spent 30 hours on a train, so I am tired, and my hair is a mess. It needs to be washed. Oh, Aaron, I'm gonna be talking about it tomorrow. I don't want the two in this like the I don't want that in this stream specifically, like my going off about it, my talking about it, because my little sister watches my happier streams, so that it's like we're hanging out again. So I want that to be one she can go listen to at any time to just relive it. Sending you some body cam footage. Nice. Listen, if Freud were alive, he would be having a field day with the internet, okay? Not to mention, like, he'd probably be super pissed off that everybody misconstrues him all the fucking time. Like, people talk about the Oedipus complex and, like, Freud talking about, this, what is it that people summarize it as? Freud saying that everybody wants to fuck their parents. That's literally not what he was talking about at all. Like, people don't want to fuck their parents. It's as a species, we learn from our parents. Okay, that's how we learn how to be as a species, as like an individual in our species. Much like lions learn how to be a lion from their parents. Dogs learn how to be a dog from their parents. Cats learn how to be a cat from their parents. Humans learn how to be a human from their parents. Cool? So, your parents' marriage being the very first relationship model you ever see in your formative years means that instinctually you're going to get the idea that that is what an ideal partnership looks like. So when you go out into the world and start looking for a partner, you're more than likely going to start looking for a dynamic that mirrors your parents, because instinctually that was the model of the ideal relationship. That's why you find people who have abusive parents who are abusive to each other, like their dad abused their mom, and a lot more often than not, when they start going out into relationships, they start getting with abusive partners, because instinctually their mind has been programmed to believe that that's the model, the ideal relationship dynamic. So yeah, you look for a person who models how your like opposite sex parent treated your same sex parent, because we learn from our parents how to be a person, how to treat other people, and what love is supposed to look like, not because you want to fuck your parents. Or they become the abusive ones. Yes, it works in like every sort of way, but like, yeah, like your same sex parent. Now, this is obviously, this is like, I'm saying this from like a heteronormative state, because that's just that when Freud was talking, that's how things worked. Everything was heteronormative, so that's how the psychology works. But in terms of whether you're the dominant or the submissive one in the relationship, be that the one who is like the, I don't know, the societal man as opposed to the societal woman, you know, the opposite parent is going to model how, you know, you should expect your partner to treat you, just like the same side one is going to model how you should treat your partner. Now again, That's not set in stone. That's not because this happened, you're going to be this and look for that. But when you start out and you don't have experience to call back on, that's what's instinctually going to guide you, because that's how we operate as a species. That's how 90% of the organisms on this planet operate as a species. For I got so many things almost right, but stuff that was wrong and extra crazy because cocaine. And also just bastardization of the fucking litter of like his words. It's just people are stupid. People are dumb. Like, people sit around and say the phrase blood is thicker than water like they know what it fucking means, when the entirety of that statement is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means the people who bleed for you are more important than the people who bled because of you. Like, just because your mother bled having you doesn't, like, she's actually less important than the people who went and chose to bleed for you because they care. Your chosen family is always more important than the family that was forced to have you. And yet people will say blood is thicker than water, like it means you should care more about your biological family than anybody else. People who say blood is thicker than water and they think it means family are abusive, are fucking narcissists, are stupid, and are speaking out their ass. Fucking run. There's so many sayings that are bastardized to the point that people literally speak the opposite of what they mean when they say them. Like, jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, master of none, better than master of one. It means it's actually better to have a general knowledge of a number of things than a complete mastery of one specific thing. And yet people will say it. Egg sandwich. You probably shouldn't associate with Courtney, considering the Black Griffin stuff is likely fake. Oh yes, his own Twitter posts, his own YouTube posts, the shit that the two of them very publicly did when she was a child is so very fake. Oh my god. Egg sandwich, go back to your fucking child groomer and your child bride, you little bitch. Everyone laugh at egg sandwich enthusiast. Everybody mock the shit out of this child groomer defender. What'd you miss, Pickles? We're mocking Egg Sandwich the enthusiast because they're a stupid child groomer defender who really likes the fact that Gabriel C. Brown groomed his fucking child bride wife and then married her and moved her to a country where she can't even legally drink when she moved. How do you marry a bitch who cannot legally drink at your wedding? Sorry, I think she was over the age of 21 when they married. How do you start dating a bitch who cannot legally drink in the country you're dating her in? How do you do that? How do you take this bitch to a bar? Where are you gonna go? Chuck E. fucking Cheese? When they're living in Arizona when she's 20 fucking years old and he's in his 30s, you stupid bitch. Where do they go for their dates? Chuck E. Cheese? You dumbass little bitch. Gabriel C. Brown is a fucking child groomer. He's a fucking weirdo who sexually messages children and sends dick pics to 13-year-olds. He's fucked. You're fucked. Get fucked. We didn't do anything until she was over the age of 18. Yet you started dating when she was 20 and you were 30. Where were you going? What were you doing? Can't go to Dave & Buster's because she can't fucking drink, so where'd you go? Chuck E. Cheese? Did she get the kids pass? Did you have to take the little UV stamp so that they could tell if somebody was walking off with your child bride? Stupid fuck. You don't date someone that's way younger than you. It's called jailbait. No, Aaron. You don't date someone who you groomed. You don't groom a child for years to then fucking date and then fucking marry them and try and defend it all by saying, but I'm asexual. And while you're sending dick pics to 13-year-olds, literally commit suicide. Fucking die, you stupid asshole. get fisted by somebody the size of Andre the Giant, prolapse, bleed out, and die on the sidewalk. God damn. Little bitch baby thinks he did something. I'm gonna go type in a fucking comment. Yeah. Tell us you got a child bride without telling us you have a child bride. How many kids are you grooming in the background? Courtney, you can't say that. Oh, I just fucking did. Do something. How do you feel about the half she plus 7 rules them for dating? Well, I mean, okay, for context, all I do are age gap relationships where I am the younger person, okay? My first boyfriend was 2 years older than me, which, you know, obviously isn't really that much of an age gap. Then I went up to 15 years. My ex-husband was 15 years older than me. And then my current boyfriend is 16 years older than me. Okay, literally all I do are age gaps where I'm the younger person. I kind of know what I'm talking about here. And in my opinion, it all depends on how you met and when you met. Okay? So, and I'll use, you know, real world examples being like, well, I'll use my relationships as examples, okay? Because my first relationship, my ex-husband, it was toxic. He's not a pedophile. We'll put that right out there straightforward. I will be a little more specific in a second. Absolutely not a pedophile. Needs a power imbalance? Yes. There is a difference between needing a power imbalance and being a pedophile. So, my marriage, I was 18 years old, and he was he was 15 years older than me, so he was 33 when we met. And when I met him in his apartment, and the very first thing he did was demand to see my ID, because if I wasn't at least 18, I was getting the fuck out of his house. Literally his words. He was not having children in his house. Was just point blank, period. Fair enough. I didn't give a shit. I thought I was there for free weed, to be quite honest. I thought I was there to potentially sleep with a guy for free weed. I was 18. I didn't give a fuck. I was homeless at the time. Anyway, this man had a habit before me of dating people significantly younger than him, going back to when he was 17. And he was also an alcoholic. Now, the reason why he dated younger and the reason why I became one of his next ex-wives is because he needed a power imbalance. He needed the power imbalance of somebody who was probably around the age of 18, because they didn't have the experience to call out his abusive tactics and tendencies as an alcoholic partner, or have any sort of like experience to draw on in boundary setting to stand up to him and his abusive tendencies as an alcoholic partner, and would more than likely cave and make defenses and actually be an enabler for him, which happened to me. That's exactly what happened. That's why I was targeted. That's why I became the ex-viewer Senate responsible. Yeah, it was a... Anyway, so he had a habit of specifically picking and seeking out partners who were significantly younger than him for that power imbalance, so that he didn't have to change as a person and got to be an abusive alcoholic, because he was a very abusive alcoholic. Now, he wasn't physically abusive. I don't remember ever hearing accusations of him being physically abusive to anybody, and he certainly wasn't physically abusive to me. He was, however, emotionally, mentally, and in every other sense of the word abusive, especially when he was drunk. That's a red flag. Somebody who is constantly seeking out a younger partner is a red fucking flag. Okay? That means you need a power imbalance for one reason or another. Usually because you're abusive and narcissistic in some sort of way, and you don't want anybody with actual ability to call you out on it. Especially not someone close to you personally. That goes tenfold when we're talking about pedophiles. Now, when we're talking a Woody Allen situation where you orbit a minor. Now, orbiting is when you basically befriend a minor and insert yourself into a minor's life and stay personally close enough so that as soon as that minor is no longer a minor, you can swoop the fuck in and take it. So if you orbit a minor, you're a fucking pedophile. I don't give a shit that you didn't pull trigger when they're a minor because you wanted to. You thought about it, and the only thing stopping you is the fact that it's illegal and socially unacceptable. Because if it wasn't taboo, you'd probably fuck the kid too. So anybody who orbits a child and then enters a relationship with them once they're no longer a child is a fucking pedophile. Fuck you. I don't care that you didn't diddle the kid. You wanted to. You thought about it. And the only thing stopping you is the fact that you would get the shit beaten out of you in public for it. Now, if you meet somebody, especially if you are like over the age of 25, now cue people in the arguments in the comments going, that's a myth that you're fully developed at the age of 25 and that you're actually older or younger. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. By 25, socially, you have enough experience in the world to be able to set your own boundaries. And if you don't, you shouldn't be getting into relationships anyway. I'm not responsible for other people's therapy. So especially if you're over the age of 25 and you just meet somebody, you click, you hit it off, and then you find out there's a big age gap, that is nowhere near the same as somebody constantly seeking out somebody for an age gap for a power dynamic, nor is it the same as orbiting a child because you're a pedophile who's too afraid to fuck the child. That makes you somebody who met someone who happened to be younger. That happens. That happens a lot, and especially when you're over the age of 25, and especially once you get closer to 30 and up, age gaps don't really mean much. In the sense that no. When it comes to just meeting people, age gaps don't really mean much once you're over the age of 30. But again, if you have somebody has a habit of seeking out a younger partner, and they need to have a younger partner all the time, or they orbit a child, no, they're an abusive person in one way or another, and if they're orbiting a child, they're a fucking pedophile. And it's kind of gross that it even needs to be explained. Considering anything could be considered a power imbalance as long as the older didn't know the younger when they were underage. Age gaps don't mean shit to me. See, Pickles, again, I would very much argue that somebody who constantly has a younger partner who needs to have a power imbalance in the sense of age, because that usually directly translates to experience, okay? I'm sorry if people don't like it. I'm sorry for those of you who are younger, who have gone through some shit, who get offended by this next statement, but 18-year-olds do not have the life experience. The average 18-year-old does not have the life experience of the average 25-year-old. Doesn't have the amount of it. Okay? Not only do they not have the amount of experience, they don't have the amount of practice. Practical fucking application of dealing with stressors when when your support system is not around, dealing with isolation when your support system is not around, and dealing with real world fucking things and having to deal with them on your own. When you're 18, it is still very much easy to rely back on your family, as you should, because you're still pretty much a kid. And you do not have the same constraints that like the 25-year-old does. I'm sorry for anybody who gets offended by that, but that's just the way it fucking is. So someone who's constantly targeting 18-year-olds needs somebody who doesn't have the experience to tell them no. For whatever it is that they don't want to hear that no for, they're targeting people who don't have the ability to do that, and it's a red flag. Patterns of behavior mean something. Someone's very first age gap relationship is not specifically indicative of them as a person, but if all of their relationships are age gaps where they're the older person, that is very much indicative of their tendencies in partners or as a partner. That very much says you need the power imbalance, and you need your partner to have a lack of experience in order to be able to not tell you no. You need somebody you can shape, mold, and model into somebody that will enable you and tell you yes, instead of standing their ground and telling you no. And by 18, I was raising somebody else's kid. Are my lungs okay? Yeah. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. Listen, I know, cigarettes take years off their life. The last ones, the worst ones, the ones nobody wants anyway. That's fine. Plus, it's Canada. If I get terminal cancer, I can just go sign up for MAID and be gone. Please. An easy out on my own terms. Thank you. The Diddy Cassie relationship. Listen, there's a reason we've called it kitty diddling, and I don't think we just I only think we just learned that now. I currently have a partner that I'm older than. Yeah, but again, Venus, like it's a lot different when like both parties are over the age of 25, and especially when both parties are over the age of 30 and there's no pattern of behavior. Like, am I a panda? I'm a sad panda. Not the sexual harassment panda. Do I need some bamboo? I need to smack a bitch. That's what I need. Good, don't smoke. Smoking is bad for you. Listen, breathing anything but oxygen is bad for you. Just don't do it. Well, Courtney, you smoke. Yeah, I've been smoking since I was 15. It's called an addiction, and I don't really feel like quitting right this second. Bite me. Do as I say, not as I do. Where's my other bong? I had to get a new bong because my big bong got knocked over and the down stem broke off and it's stuck inside of it, so I can't use it. The other bong I liked because it was clear and I could show it up and show the dirty ass glass to you guys and be like, this is what my lungs look like. Don't smoke. Oh, so Venus, that's not an age gap, sweetie. 2 years? That's not an age gap. That's normal. That is the most common fucking thing. Year and a half, 2 years, you're basically the same age. Especially at this point in life. My mother was a smoker. Go figure. My real mother and my surrogate mother, so yeah. Listen, there's tons. Everybody knows what smoking does to you, so if you all decide to smoke, that's your own fucking choices. Don't be an idiot. Make better choices. Uh, I'm really excited to see all the shit that's gonna be talked about because I lost my mind. Well, I didn't lose my mind. I fucking lost my temper. So what was that about someone defending Lily? Oh, do you remember Opal? Opal was a fan of Lily who made fan art about for Lily's one of Lily's puppets, but she made it thick. And Lily lost her absolute goddamn mind and like was really fucking mean to Opal about the fact that she made the puppet thick. So Opal decided she didn't like Lily anymore and made a fairly comprehensive video about Stockholm, a video comprehensive enough that it has been viewed like 500,000 fucking times, and people have sourced it and used it in a lot of other videos because again it's a fairly comprehensive video about Stockholm. Well, she last month decided to come out and apologize to Lily because why should she care that Lily wrote child porn and said with her whole chest, no children were harmed in the making of this fan fiction. A year and a half after I came out saying, yeah, bitches, it was written based off what she did to me. She cried about a puppet being a bit fat. She lost her fucking mind over it. And then fucking Opal was like, which people blew way out of proportion. No, it was used to establish the pattern of behavior of Lily losing her fucking mind over stupid shit and being like super toxic over stupid shit. Which is funny because cue the people would be like, you lose your mind over stupid shit. I would argue trivializing and giving defense to pedophiles is not stupid shit. Opal's an evil person. Opal's a fucking little freak. That's what she is. She got a bunch of shit for being in the fucking Senate and like being friends with Lyle Convoy. And so she started apparently she started sharing a bunch, sending people like up and publishing a bunch of links to uncensored porn that quote unquote other people, she says, drew of her and Lyle Convoy and like made her uncomfortable. And she's like, I don't like this, don't do that. So she shows the uncensored shit. And I'm sorry, who does that? Who goes, here's the very specific porn of me and someone else that I don't like seeing. I'm gonna show it directly to you and tell you I don't like it. Bitch, fuck off. You're bragging about that. You're saying, look at the porn of me and somebody else. You're bragging. You're trying to make sure other people send you more shit because you want to see it. Otherwise, you would have just talked about it and not like shoved the actual porn down people's throats. Opal's a fuckwad. Stupid little freak. Are we okay? Hang on. It said OBS disconnected. What happened? Ooh, why? Right? That's bragging. That's bragging. I'm sorry. That tells me you're sexually interested in Lio and you're trying to fucking show off the shit that you got made. And considering Opal's an artist herself, who's to say you didn't draw it, bitch? She literally said, why should I care that Stockholm literally counts as child porn in the country that Lily lives in? Why should I care? Like, Lily could be everything the internet says she is, which is a fucking active pedophile with a list of victims. Why should Opal care? But Opal does care that the probable active pedophile with a list of victims is getting harassed and stalked on the internet. Bitch, she should get hit upside the head with a brick. Lily, you claim you're half blind and are fucking gimped up from a limp. Do you want to make that a reality so you ain't gotta lie no more? Because, I mean, bitch, I'm more than willing to help. No, Lily started denying. So Lily used to brag about the fact that she wrote Stockholm, and she only started denying it the same year that a man in Nova Scotia got charged with a whole host of child sexual exploitation crimes, including having fictional child sexual exploitation material in his possession. Literally, he got convicted on a host of crimes, and one of the crimes was to also fictional child sexual exploitation material. And like literally the month after is when Lily started denying that she wrote Stockholm. Up until someone got convicted of fictional CP, of shit including fictional CP, she was completely proud of the fact that she wrote Stockholm. She bragged about the fact that she made a Nintendo gal cry with some of the scenes, like cry from like disgust from some of the scenes that she wrote, to the point Nintendo gal had to beg her to change some of the fucking child rape. Bragged about this shit, linked to it everywhere, was proud of her child porn until the moment somebody got convicted of child porn in her province, and then she started denying it like a little fucking bitch, like a scared little pedophile who doesn't want to get caught with all the child porn on their fucking computer. What's wrong with her? Opal? Opal is a fucking pedophile. Fuck off. Oh, you can't say that, Courtney. I just did. The only people who defend child porn and the only people who defend fucking child predators and pedophiles and child groomers are people who like child porn, like pedophilia, like grooming children, and like preying on children. Fight me. Like, in real life, preferably, because I'm tired. My fingers are tired of you fucking bitches typing. I hate you for putting that image in my head. Lio and Opal doing stuff let me die. I mean, from what I've heard, Lio absolutely hated it too. It like disgust the shit out of him. I don't know. I'm just it's everything is just giving Opal is just a fucking sexual deviant. We don't know where her headspace was. I do. I do, you stupid bitch. You want to talk about Lily Orchard got stalked and harassed? Oh, why? You watched her Darvo video and you're like, oh no, I feel bad for the pedophile because if my herd gets attacked, my safety is in danger. I'm in danger. Someone might find out about my child sexual exploitation material that I enjoy in my free time, and somebody might use that to assume that I'm a fucking pedophile. So now I'm going to put out a video that says somebody enjoying child sexual exploitation material doesn't make them a pedophile. Yes, it does, Opal. Enjoying, writing, making, and consuming child sexual exploitation material makes you a pedophile. I feel bad for my neighbors. They're probably so tired of hearing this. Anyway, I gotta calm down. I gotta stop shouting. Because again, my neighbors are probably tired of hearing this. Can't do Stockholm. I wrote that one. Exactly. Look at the litter box that's in my house. If I blocked by my head. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this shit. Like, let's give the pedophile all the forgiveness and leeway in the fucking world. Let's give them like 3 feet and a noose, and then a short drop and a sudden stop. I'm sorry, Minervo. If it helps, Lily doesn't leave her fucking house. Does Opal have a partner or kids or animals? If so, I don't know, to be honest. I hope not. I hope she's got nothing but suicidal ideation and tendencies. I hope this blows up so fucking bad that she gets terrified for her fucking safety. I hope somebody doxes her. I hope bad shit happens to her. I hope a car crashes into her fucking house and she doesn't have insurance. Any tips for writing predatory situations without coming across as endorsement? Yeah, don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it. And if you're gonna argue, well, what if I need to vent? What if it's my therapy? You don't need to publish it on the fucking internet. There doesn't need to be like fictional fucking depictions of predatory fucking behavior for people to consume for fucking entertainment. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. People should literally not be writing this shit as fiction. It's not entertainment. Someone's actual fucking trauma is not your entertainment or fucking cash grab. Therapy art is not online. Just like you don't record your therapy sessions and post them to your fucking YouTube channel. The second you write that shit out as a post and hit fucking send and hit fucking post that to the internet for the masses to consume. Nah, that's not therapy. You're just a piece of shit. And I don't care who feels bad about that. Like, there doesn't need to be an entertainment fucking industry for people's actual fucking trauma. Oh, it makes some people feel seen. Yeah, and it makes most of us feel fucking objectified. And it gives fucking all the fucking excuses in the world to pedophiles who are consuming that shit with one hand busy. That's like the same shit behind toddlers and tiaras. Oh my god, but it's so cute and like it's so harmless and blah 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 blah. That's cool. You're still giving free porn to the fucking pedophiles. You're still giving free gooner material to the people who are getting off on that shit. You're not helping anybody but the worst fucking people in the world. Simply because you want to. If your art is used for coping, it doesn't need to be posted, period. Otherwise, it should not be very that fucking clear that you're coping. Like, literally, it's just stop making fiction about child rape and predation and fucking abuse. Fiction is for entertainment. Go to school, become a fucking like recognized, educated fucking actual author and doctor, psychologist, whatever, and put actual literature out there. But take your fiction, shove it up your ass, and hemorrhage. Would you pay someone on the dark web to dox, frame, placate Lily in Minecraft? No. Anonymous, what the fuck? No, I wouldn't send anybody to the pedophile on my behalf. That's fucked up. If I want something done physically about Lily, I'm not that fucking far. I can do it myself. I don't send more potential victims to the pedophile. I'm not Cy. I'm not Anthony. I don't need other people to do things for me. Besides, Lily's doxed herself anyway. What's doxing gonna do? Oh my god, Lily's address. Alright, somebody still has to have the fucking financial and fucking means and like actual ability and desire to show up at her doorstep and do something. Not to mention you have to get into the building's security, which most of you probably wouldn't even be able to do. Half of you are fucking American, so you think you're gonna come over with a gun and do something and realize, oh, it's Canada, you can't have your fucking gun here. Like, what the hell do I need the internet for? Just look at my childhood when I physically dealt with that bitch myself. If I need something done, I will deal with that bitch myself. It was a joke. No, jokes are funny. Rape is real. I don't know, man. The internet made a lot of people bold and fucking think that they know shit when they don't. You know, stalking and harassment and libel and defamation and death threats and like, cool. You're doing a lot of talking for someone who ain't actually doing shit. So are you, Courtney? Yeah, but I mean, that's what half of these people are mad about because I'm talking. Oh no. The internet made people stupid. No, the internet made people bold enough to reveal they're stupid. People have always been this stupid. Why do you think we need to put warning labels on dangerous chemicals? Why do you think we need to constantly tell people to lock their fucking their laundry detergent away from their toddler? We're still trying to convince a majority of the a good portion of the population that vaccines are safe, despite the fact we've been using them for fucking decades. People have always been dumb as shit. She went to a con dressed as Val and said Val's based on me, guys. And people think she's seriously based for it. Listen. Her rampant fucking... I've said this before and I will fucking say it again. People defend the shit they're okay doing themselves. People defend the shit that they are okay doing themselves. That's why I don't give a fuck about somebody being mean on the internet. Bitches, I'm mean on the internet. I'm mean in real life. I'm mean. People are mean. Get over it. A lot of people are so focused on the fact that someone's mean that 99% of the time they're not even looking at why someone's mean. You're mean, yeah, because you were a fucking idiot. Like, I shouldn't have to, like, the world in general should not have to suffer simply because your mother failed to swallow or abort you. Whatever was applicable. Think you're less mean than your sister? It depends. Let's see, that's the funny thing. Is a lot of people have said, you're turning into Lily. You're sounding like Lily. Guys, Lily's entire life has been trying to be me. When Lily is mean, she's trying to be mean like me. When Lily is a cunt, she's trying to be a cunt like me. The girl is trying to be me, okay? I have never once said that I am a nice, soft, kind individual, all right? I am a bitch. I am mean. I am a cunt. I don't care if you don't like it. And Lily's been trying to emulate that her entire fucking life. She's just also a predator, a pedophile, and a fucking abusive individual, and more than likely a narcissist, so it doesn't translate the same. A mean pedophile with half its brain function doesn't come across the same as a mean bitch with BPD and her full brain function. Oh my god, you're such a toxic individual. That's why you have no friends and nobody ever likes you and everybody always leaves you. And we know because of internet shit. That's why I was in a wedding party. Gay. Lily's insistence that none of my friends ever liked me. Okay, you get that where? I mean, again, wedding party? Fucking 6 to 32 is 26 years. 26-year friendship. Nobody, no, okay, yeah, none of my friends like, alright, cool, alright. Mm-hmm. You're not using your fans as attack dogs? Pfft, I'm meaner than most of you. Listen, I've had conversations with Lyle Convoy, and people think Lyle Convoy is mean, and he's flat out said, bitch, you're meaner than I am. And I was like, oh, easily. In a heartbeat. You're mean, and that's worse, right? You can't choose whether you're good or not. It's for others to decide. Yeah, you can just do your fucking best. If someone describes themselves as a good person, that's a red flag for me. I mean, same. Oh, sorry if this sounds insensitive, but how are you? I've never talked to you before. I'm almost always this animated. Like that's the funny thing too, is people really need to the one thing people need to understand is this is me. This is what I am like. I am like this in real life too. So that's why I can't hold down a job, but I'm working on that. People don't like when victims aren't, ew, ew, I know. People don't like when a victim isn't something that like they need to protect and like keep safe. Like every victim needs to be like currently in the space where they're being victimized and never anything else ever again. That's why a lot of like some people will try and like weaponize their own empathy against me. They're like, I'm starting to not feel bad. I'm starting to like regret that I defended or like supported your video about your abuse or whatever. Like some people like, I have a hard time believing this because you were friends with KP, and it's like, cool. You know, none of that changes the fact that I was raped, right? I guess what? I was still raped for years. I don't need empathy. I don't need people to feel bad. I don't need people to scream from the rooftops about what happened to me. I just need the pedophile to stop collecting children to groom. That's it. That was Mark who ate tree bark who gifted you the membership, Joe's mother, because he gifts a lot of them and he's a cool dude. I don't know. I just go off the fact to just tell people that, like, I'm not a good person. I never fucking said I was a good person. Whoever told you I was a good person lied. Your support for a victim is conditional. I mean, yeah. Like, but at the same time, like, like a lot of people also need to learn to separate certain shit. Like it's one thing to be like, I don't like Courtney, the fact that Courtney's mean. It's a whole other thing to be like, somehow that involves your assault, like your childhood trauma. Like you're mean, so I'm gonna directly relate that back to your rape to try and like, I don't know, emotionally manipulate you to concede that I'm right or some shit. And it's like, you can just call me a bitch, you know. It doesn't matter that I was raped as a kid. You can still consider me a bitch. You can still just call me toxic if you like, and if you want to consider me that, then that's fine. That's your decision to make based off of the information that you are processing at this moment. You're allowed to just not fucking like me regardless of the fact that I have trauma. Magical saying that. Fucking magical. Like, oh, you're that's like the whole like being mean to a CSA survivor. Uh, what? Okay, be mean. So what? I don't give a shit. I just really wish people would have the balls to just be like, you're just a bitch without having to equate it back to my fucking sexual assault in childhood and my rape in childhood. Like, nah, I'm a bitch because I choose to be, because I want to be, because I have to deal with people like you, like these kind of people in my fucking downtime. I went through a fucking decade marriage to a toxic fucking alcoholic and raised his fucking kid for most of that. I ain't got time. I ain't got patience to be nice and hold somebody's hand. If I'm just a bitch to you because I want you to go the fuck away, chances are you'll leave sooner. I don't need a big circle. Oh, fuck. Bigger circles are full of faker fucking people. Or they think being a victim themselves means they're completely devoid of criticism or one victim speaks for all victims. Exactly. Like, I'm not like people don't have to like hold back their criticisms of me just because I got raped as a kid. That doesn't like one literally has nothing to do with the other in a sense. Like again, you can just call me a bitch. It's fine. It has nothing to do with my trauma. You're not talking about my trauma. You're just talking about the fact that in this moment, the person who I am right now is a bitch by your metric in your opinion, and that's fine. That's valid. That is exactly within your right. Just again, I'm not obligated to give a fuck. And everyone who wants to insist that I'm like re-traumatizing myself and all this fucking like therapy speaks that they want to use as some sort of gotcha. I spent over a decade dealing with my own trauma before I ever talked about it online. Okay? I didn't learn about my abuse when I told you guys about it, alright? No, no, no. I learned about that. I've known about that. I've been known about that, okay? I've known longer than all of you have. I dealt with it. Oh, you didn't deal with it because you're still angry. No, I'm just angry because I like it. My mom's coworkers say she's so open. I'm like, you don't know her. Someone that tolerates gays, yet transphobic, doesn't support gender affirming care because others don't get treatment for other serious conditions. You realize birth control is gender affirming care? Has she ever had birth control? She believes in gender affirming care. Does she believe in like a woman getting a boob job or anyone getting a nose job or a facelift or a brow lift or Botox? Gender affirming care. People are stupid. And I have no patience for fucking stupid. And I don't need stupid around me. And the easiest way to chase off stupid is being mean. Because then they run back, they take their hockey nets, and they go home crying about how mean you are. Cool, go cry about it away from me. You should apologize. Apologies are for people who are sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry, my phone made noises. I gotta check it. Just simply fucking put, I'm not sorry. Well, egg sandwich enthusiast keeps trying to ask me, are you gonna, a few other people do too, they're like, are you gonna apologize for the CSA survivor in the Kim Possible chat? No, because I'm not sorry, and I do it again. Fuck. People think because I got mad at KP and we stopped being friends for a hot minute that I'm suddenly gonna be like, throw her under the bus and be like, oh, I'm sorry for everything I didn't know. I didn't do what I did for anybody but me. Fuck. Literally, I'll say it again. Using a live chat to complain that there is a live chat is fucking stupid. And then when you get called on it, you're like, oh, I'm a CSA survivor. Who fucking cares? What you're complaining about in this moment is fucking stupid. When birth control is used for sex. Okay, but at the same time, preventing pregnancy is gender affirming care. It's not something dudes get. You have to get it from a doctor. It's gender affirming care. Excuse me. I'm dating a Gemini. That's funny. But yeah, no, it's just fucking the super curvy lover stuff is so fucking stupid. You should apologize. No. No. To everybody who had a problem with that video being a premiere, the only thing a premiere gives you is a live chat. So when you come into the live chat to bitch that there even is a live chat, because that's all you're bitching about, well, this shouldn't be a premiere. Why? Because you don't want a live chat to come in and bitch about it live? What? What? You're participating in the very thing you don't want to be there. What? You're stupid. I'm a CSA survivor. Okay, cool. So am I. You're still fucking stupid. I got no patience for stupid. Absolutely none. Oh god, no, I'm getting an eye twitch. Eye twitch. Alright, alright. I have done enough yelling. I shouldn't have apologized for calling out someone. I have a drama YouTuber. I could talk for hours about this. One YouTuber. What? I got confused there by chat for a second. Got no patience for stupid. Absolutely none. I like just the amount of people who are getting so bold and just defending pedophiles and pedophilic behavior. And it's like, just say you're a fucking pedophile and move on with it already. Because we're getting it. We already know. We realize. Trust me. Message received loud and clear. Why should you care that child porn is child porn? I mean, really, really, right? Why should you care? I mean, you read it all the time. Obviously. We don't know Lily's headspace. I fucking do. She only started writing the thing right after I fucking visited the house for the last time. It's almost like me sleeping in the room she used to rape me in sparked some fond memories she wanted to relive, so she started that whole fucking fic. Everyone who defends and consumes Stockholm for funsies is a fucking pedophile. Everyone. And all predators deserve internet harassment. They deserve a brick upside the head. They deserve to be shot dead in the street like the rancid rabid dogs that they fucking are. And I'm going to end the stream here with that. I'll give the chat a few more seconds. Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go make more coffee and drink more coffee and figure out dinner. I had fun. It'll be fun to see the other Predator defenders try and like spin this into something it isn't in the next like week for the next week or so. That'll be great. Hi, words. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, good rest of your evening. Go do something fun and lighthearted and not stressful like this. Also, happy Pride Month. Big gay. Yes, the gays exist for the month.